Z, can Soulkey advance 2-0 from the group? Or will we go into another round of tiebreaks? If Hyvaa wins this game, then he'll need to win a game against Hydra to advance. And if he loses to Hydra, then it's like basically reset. I think. Something like that. Anyway.
그런 상황을 내심 바랄지도 몰라요. 네, 김명훈의 8강 데이터를 알거든요. 그럼요. 예. 네.
신대근.
그리고 대근신. 아직까지 탈락한 것이 아닌 더 신도 먼저.
Fighting Hyvaa.
장애물이 있긴 있습니다.
Is that how you say that? Yeah, how do you pronounce that?
당하는 선수 입장에서는 굉장히 큰 태클이죠.
There he is. A relatively unremarkable player, except last season he actually took a very funny deciding game 5 off of Jaehoon, where like, you know, STX, you know, it was STX versus Team 8. It was actually a pretty good series overall, and then they came down to the game 5, and Hyvaa was completely dead. Hyvaa was completely dead. Oh no, yeah, I meant the other thing on the poster. Whatever. But yeah, and then like he just somehow managed to come back because Jaehoon is terrible. It was just so funny. Jaehoon, it was literally like Hyvaa went for like a 2-base semi all-in attack on Outlier. Jaehoon held it off and like counterattacked with a DT, killed every single drone in the main base, and Hyvaa like somehow came back. It's crazy. It's crazy.
좀 만만치 않겠는데라는 생각을 좀 가질 것 같고요. 빌드에 대한 고민이 양건우가 지금 굉장히 복잡할 것 같아요 지금.
그렇죠. 예. 그리고 이제 신대근 선수가 오히려 먼저 들어와 있는 상황에서.
Yeah, don't you mean it's suicide for me? If I beat you in a one-on-one, Zamnal will like come and hunt me down.
경기도 안 하신 분이 먼저 들어와 앉아 있는데 손품이 아니라 머릿속으로 오만 심리전과 빌드와 이거 구상하고 있었던 거예요. 그렇습니다. 자, 양팀 선수들 준비됐다 가겠습니다.
Opening. God, I wish I could be that baller. And here we go into game number 3. Hyvaa versus Soulkey. Will Soulkey make it a 2-0? Is this just going to be a quick and easy tiebreaker day? Or are we going to have another round of ZVZ action? It's going to be down to Soulkey basically. Of course, Hyvaa will be trying to keep his own OSL hopes and dreams alive, and it looks like the map is going to be Gladiator. Alright. Oh man, both players are like some variation of white. So it looks like we're going to do allied colors here, or it's going to be literally impossible to see anything. Yep! Doing the allied colors. So in the top right, as the yellow/peach Zerg, we will have Hyvaa. The Z1. And that means that Soulkey will be the red Zerg in the top left. Z11. Alright. So, I don't know what it says. The commentators are laughing, I'm sure it's very funny. Anyway, yeah, Gladiator 4-player map, it looks like the scouting advantage is going to go to Hyvaa here. Of course, just due to the spawns. And, oh, it looks like he's in a 9-pool. 9-pool from Hyvaa against an over something. from Soulkey. If he 12 hatches and this is a build order loss, I'm going to be very, very sad. But, I mean, at least Hyva's already got the scouting advantage, so that's not good for Soulkey. And looks like it's an over. He's making drones. Alright, 12 pool is the best situation we can hope for here. And looks like, yes, there's going to be a 12 pool. Okay, whew, thank goodness. Meanwhile, 9 pool with gas for Hyvaa. And, okay, so this overload's going to get in here. It's probably going to be a 12 pool expand from Soulkey. It's a very safe, standard build. His Lings will be out in time to defend his expansion, but he will have to pull a drone or two to help out. Meantime, the second overlord here going to cross paths with the first scouting overlord of Hyvaa. So Hyvaa's going to know it was an over something here. He knows he's not facing a 9 pool. And he's going to see, but he doesn't see a hatchery there, so it's not a 12 hatch. So he knows it's like something between an over pool and a 12 pool. Meantime, there is the expansion from Soulkey. I think if he defends this without taking too much damage, he'll be in good shape. But of course, the 9 pooler also has much faster tech compared to you. Although it looks like no gas is being mined now. Looks like Hyvaa did already get the 100 gas he needs for Zergling speed, so he's just got Zergling speed, and then presumably he's just going to expand behind as well. He's going to try and use a couple of speedlings to do some fancy shenanigans. Looks like he is making more Zerglings, but, you know, I don't know, is he going to try and do some kind of crazy all-in? I don't think that really works in this situation. And it looks like a nice little Zergling wall here for Soulkey. He's just going to send out one Zergling to scout out what Hyvaa is doing. And it looks like, yeah, it is actually going to be expansion. Okay, so that's a very interesting decision for Hyvaa. He saw the 12 pool expand. He's like, well, you know, I don't think I can really do any serious damage here, so I'll just try and play a little bit of catch up and expand on my own. I know I'm going to have much faster link speed. I know I'll have map control. So I can kind of just do whatever. Meanwhile, ooh, the Zergling is barely going to avoid getting spotted by this overlord of Soulkey, who has already gone up to lair. Hyvaa did cut gas mining for a little bit. Actually, Hyvaa still hasn't resumed gas mining from what I can see. This might still be a Ling all-in. I think this might actually be a Ling all-in here. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a Ling all-in. The Lings are all moving across. There's still no gas mining. It's absolutely going to be a Ling all-in. And Soulkey, can he hold it off? Does he smell this coming? He sent one Ling out to see what was happening. His overlord just now making it into the main base of Hyvaa. Here we go. Some Lings might get trapped here at the natural. No, it's going to come down to the Ling control, I think. It is 2 hatcheries against 1. So Soulkey's production should be better, but it looks like, oh man, he's taking a lot of damage on the hatchery. He's trying to buy some time. He's pulling out a drone here, but if he doesn't have enough Lings, any engagement is going to be very, very costly. Oh no, he gets caught! Oh no, big mistake from Soulkey, but Soulkey doing a counterattack with 2 Zerglings. He's going to be able to kill some drones here. He's pulling drones. He's trying to save his natural hatchery. He's not going to save it, but the 2-lane counterattack is doing some decent damage. Is it going to be enough? No, looks like the drones have finished off those Zerglings, and Soulkey is in big trouble here. Hyvaa is breaking down the ramp. Soulkey hasn't even started his spire. There's not going to be any Mutalisk help for him, and oh no, the Lings get caught as they pop here. It looks like this is not going to be a 2-0 for Soulkey. We will go into more tiebreaker games here. Hyvaa is taking out Soulkey here. There's nothing that Soulkey can do. Oh man, he's trying to build a creep colony. It might get down. Nice little drone drill there, but oh god, that is so horrible. And now Hyvaa's the one with the 2 hatches against Soulkey's 1. He's trying to get that sun colony. He's got a lair, but it's not going to do anything for him. And I think with the double hatch rate production, you know, the number of larvae here, it's going to be impossible for Soulkey to catch up in the Zergling production. The spawning pool might even go down. If that spawning pool goes down, that is going to be the end of the game. The sunken is complete. The spawning pool is going to survive with 56 HP left, barely saving his spawning pool. Hyvaa actually used the remainder of his Zerglings to try and take that down, but it is not going to go down, and he has almost no drones left. And Soulkey sees this. Soulkey knows that he is essentially all in with these Zerglings. If Soulkey can hold on, he might actually somehow win this game. I cannot believe it. I thought Soulkey was dead. But Hyvaa now only has 7 drones mining against, I think, the 8 drones of... Hyvaa has 7 drones against the 8 drones of Soulkey. Soulkey now moving down to the bottom of his ramp, and if Soulkey saves up enough money, he can get a spire now with his lair finished. Looks like one guy going back on gas for Hyvaa, but his tech is so late. If Soulkey doesn't make a spire, Hyvaa will need an evolution chamber to make some spore colonies, and there indeed is the spire. But oh no, Soulkey makes a mistake! He didn't block the bottom of his ramp correctly. Oh man, Soulkey with a big blunder there. He's got to be so careful now. Now he's got to retreat his Zerglings. He's retreating to the sunken colony. He's got to be careful. Drones can't get picked off at the bottom mineral patches there. And is he making more Lings? What is Hyvaa making? Oh no, looks like it might be a... Oh no, looks like he's trying to do a runaround here. One Zergling running by. I thought it might have been a bad rally, but no, I think that was an intentional move. Meanwhile, more Zerglings are being created by Soulkey, that one lane, managing to just run past everything here to go and have a look what's going on, but, or not really have a look actually, because the Overlords are already scouting, but to go and counterattack, maybe snipe a drone here or there. If he even just gets one drone, then those two links were absolutely worth it. Meanwhile, Soulkey just mining with two guys on this gas. Doesn't need that much gas, of course. He needs the minerals to keep producing Zerglings. To potentially build a second Sunken, I feel like he might want to make a second Sunken colony in this situation, because there are a lot of links coming, and he does see that with the Overlord, so I'm actually honestly a little bit surprised that he's not making a second Sunken. There's no way that his single hatchery production is going to keep up with a double hatchery production of Hyvaa, and here we go, he's going after the Sunken. The drones need to drill! The drones are not drilling, the Sunken colony is going to go down immediately. Oh my god, I think that was a mistake from Soulkey, who had held off the attack. No, it looks like he might barely be okay with his drones to help out, but now... no, is the Spires finished? Is he making mutas? I hope he's making mutas, but he might lose all his drones though. Oh no, Soulkey didn't block his ramp correctly. He let the Lings into his base. He didn't make a second Sunken, and GG's out of the game. Hyvaa takes game number 3, and the tiebreakers will continue, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, Hyvaa now has the opportunity to advance by defeating Hydra. But if he is not able to defeat Hydra, then the entire thing will reset, and we'll have to do another potential, 3-game series or 2-game if Hydra wins his 2.